So for me, and it's always obviously a good principle, whenever I'm on my side in half guard is great. I can generate way more force, I can absorb way more force. For me, whenever I have my butterfly hook and I sit it on top of my calf here, and I'm in like a little ball like this, I can generate much more force, because we can always generate more like pushing like this, but we can also absorb heaps of force too. When I have my underhook into here now, I can absorb shitloads of force, and so whenever he tries to load up on me here, I can always just elevate, but even if I'm here, I can just keep this locked down in here. It is a little guard. Active toes over the back of the calf, active toes on top of mine, so I can really dig it in, right? Now, the first thing that we were doing here is, because if we have this underhook, the person has to always stop and think and go, like, obviously he's like leaving an arm dangling here. So just for your shits and giggles, your knowledge, if he was to cross face with this arm here and push me back, this boat opens up, and now he can re-pummel, and now when I try and do this, like to try and elevate here, he can clearly sort his arms free to control my knees or whatever, right? He's going to try and pass. When I'm here, much harder for him to do, okay? So we did this one, we're going to elevate, and what we were doing, when I do this full thing here, is I'm going to elevate and chop right here. So when I come over, I keep this contact, I post, back step all the way over, and then we're going to switch our hips. Alright, come on, go. If you can't do that, and again, it all takes a bit of nuance, and obviously the weight of the opponent and all that sort of stuff, you just be here, and as we kick, and I come up and I lose this, if I lose this position here, once I'm here, I just come up and I shot it, and then kick your head, and your arm will up and show the hips away. But the last thing what I want us to focus on now is, the reality of what's going to happen is that people are always going to post, they're going to defend, so you can't really get like, the way that we can create that streak to happen is if I'm here and Wade goes, oh fuck, it's just a hook, I'll move, and boom, he goes and we just rub him, right? And often what happens is you do this and you post, it's really hard here. So all we're going to do now is there's two attacks I like to do here. Once I'm here is I just bring my butterfly back in. I'm closer to this side, so I just lock my shoulder crunch into here and I elevate, and we're going to roll all the way through. Sweet? If we go, so loose side that's on the floor is the best way to go, is we turn, we go through our shoulder crunch. If I elevate here, and then and as I'm going here, he puts heaps of pressure on me, then I roll this way, and I start attacking this arm locking in. Okay? The shoulder crunch I'm always going to go for. It's easier to get to from there. But even if you can't get those, just think. We were on, like, pinned underneath, pretty shitty position. I went here, and then just back to here. And we're back into our butterflies, and now he's got to pass on a butterfly guard. And, you know, there's sweet leg entanglement, heaps and stuff from there. Sweet. 3, 2, 1. Good.